All right, hola. My name is Beth Van Oss, and this is Laurel Springs School. This is a grammar grab and go in Spanish, and we are going to talk about the verb quedar. At Laurel Springs, the mission statement is to engage global learners in an education that values them as individuals, integrates their passions and pursuits into academic and career pathways, fosters inquiry, growth, mastery, purpose, and independence. So today what we're going to work on is the verb quedar. This is a grammar grab and go. This is like a 10-minute lesson. So it's more of an introduction to this. So it gets your ideas peaked, and we can always have a further conversation as necessary. So we'll talk about common uses of this verb. There are examples. There's some resources if you want to look at that, where I got some of my ideas. So it's not all me, but nevertheless, I will give you an overview of what I learned and know. So el verbo quedar, so let's just know how to say it. The Q and the U is a ka sound, like the letter K in English. So anyway, quedar has many uses. Quedar significa, in inglés, to look or to fit. How does it look on me? How do these glasses look on me? How does, whatever. How does this t-shirt look? How does it fit me? Is it too big or too small? To turn out, so it's the result of something. This is there's many uses of this verb quedar, so it can be confusing. And so in this lesson, we're going to demystify some of that confusion. It also is used as to when something is left over. So there are leftovers of something. That is the verb quedar. It is used to talk about location. Where is something located in connection to another thing? It is close, it is far from the supermarket. It is the verb to stay or to remain. How long are you going to stay on your vacation? Will you stay in the hotel for another night? That sort of thing. And it is also talked about or used in context of an agreement. So you decide, you agree on something, or you don't agree on something. That is used. The verb quedar is used in that case. So here's some examples. The verb quedar. Let me move myself out of the way so that it's not problematic. It's kind of problematic right now. There we go. Okay, so opción número uno, to fit or to look. An opinion. Dar una opinión. Estos jeans te quedan bien. Esta sudadera me queda apretado. Usted se ve muy bien con estos aretes. Le quedan bien con su traje elegante. So in this case, this is kind of like a construct of the verb gustar, if you know gustar. So the object is the shirt or the pants or the whatever it is. It doesn't have to be clothing, but it's common because it fits you or it doesn't fit you. And so if it's in the verb gustar kind of construct, then we have an indirect object pronoun before it. I'm like the glasses look good on me, right? You may not agree, but anyway, or they don't, right? So you say, so the glasses are plural. So then you say los lentes. That's really my subject. Me quedan. So then I say quedan as a plural construct because it's about glasses. And who are they looking good on? On me, on him, on her, and so on. So then you say, me quedan bien, or estos jeans over here, me quedan bien. If it's a single idea, like the sweatshirt, let's say, sudadera, then it's to me, it's me queda apretada, should be apretada, lo siento. It's tight on me, for example. So that's why we have the le versus say. This is not a reflexive construct. So the indirect object thing, to him, to her, to us, and so on. So this is one of the uses of the verb quedar. Opción dos, which is right here on the next panel to the right. Para hablar del resultado de algo, to talk about the result. So we talk about quedar and we use an adjective after. So here's some examples. ¿Te gustó el pastel de la panadería? Respuesta, response. Me quedó bien rica. So me quedó, it seemed to me, it turned out great, right? It seemed to me. So it's kind of like to seem or to turn out, but it's an opinion for sure. But it's more like the result of it was good, was bad. right? So someone could say, ¿Te gustó lo que pasó? This is past tense. You can do this in the present as well. So, ¿te gustó lo que pasó con el partido entre los Cardinals y los Broncos? Nos quedó sorprendido. The subject is the result of the game between the Cardinals and the Broncos left us surprised. So it left us, or it resulted in us being surprised. So we were surprised at the result. I lost money in the game, whatever. So quedar can be used in two different ways here. So in this one, it's to fit or to look. And this one, it is to seem or to as a result of. Okay, here's another one. Número 3. Para hablar dónde está un lugar. So la ubicación. Ubicación is to locate in español. So a la distancia. So here's an example. Here's a question. ¿Queda cerca o lejos del supermercado mi escuela? The subject is the school. So is it located close or far from the supermarket? So the respuesta a la escuela queda lejos. So you might say, why can't I use the verb estar? You can, está lejos, but it's also common to use the verb quedar, to locate something. So where is such and such place? Oh, it's located between these two buildings. So it is located far, near, etc. So ¿dónde queda la biblioteca en la ciudad? Queda 2 cuadras más. It is located 2 more blocks. Queda en la calle Constitución al lado del supermercado. It is located. So you can also use this in a plural context. Quedan, if it's plural, like the, I don't know, whatever it might be. It can be objects in your room. Where are the pencils located? Los lápices quedan en el dormitorio de mi hermano, right? The pencils are located in my brother's room. So that could certainly happen. Opción número 4, para hablar de lo que sobra. What is left over? Sobras are las sobras are the leftovers. So this is how much time remains. So cuánto tiempo remains or queda hasta el final de la clase hoy. Or how much food is remaining in the fridge. ¿Quieres fruta con el yogur? Sí, pero solo quedan, remains, or is left over, unos bananos, or unas bananas, or plátanos. Pero no queda el mango que compré anoche, ¿verdad? But the remaining mango that I bought is no longer there, right? And so you say, no queda, no está, no queda, right? So the first one, back to number 1, ¿cuánto tiempo queda? Queda 20 minutos para terminar la clase. 20 minutes remains, or this thing is left over, it remains. Opción 5. Cuando permanecer de un lugar. So we use this to say we are going to stay. We are going to remain at a place. This is a reflexive construct. So in this one, this is used frequently. And so you say this is in the past tense. There's some present. There's some command. So te quedaste en un hotel para tu vacación. Sí. Me quedé, me voy a quedar, or whatever. Te vas a quedar esta noche en el hotel también. So those are 2 questions. That's not a question or response. So the way that we use this one, in this case, notice the te in front of both, right? There, you can have that with 2 verbs, but you still have the te, or may, or say, right? For a reflexive pronoun, you need say. Ella se queda en el hotel por una semana más, something like that. So the second section here, it says, ¿te quedas en tu casa para la vacación o vas a un lugar para pasar el tiempo? So here's a response. Me quedo en casa por 4 días y después me voy al océano. So in that construct again, are you going to stay at home? I'm going to stay at home for a few days and then go to the ocean or something. I'm going to remain. You can use this as a command. Quédate. You can tell your dog. You can tell somebody, there's an emergency. Stay here. Quédate en casa. Stay yourself here. 6. Llegar a un acuerdo con algo o con alguien sobre una situación. So, persona A, so this is to be an agreement. So I agree with you. You can say this different ways, but Quedar is one of the possible ways to do this. So you would say to persona A says, ¿A qué hora te voy a llamar? And persona B says, right, the person you're talking to says, oh, a las ocho está bien, call me at 8. Okay, so in the end, you might have an agreement. I am going to call you at 8. So yo quedé, I agree with you, en llamar a ella a las 8. I'm agreeing that I have an agreement that I'm going to call you or call her at 8 o'clock or whoever this person is. So let's say you have an appointment, or you think you do, and someone's late. So persona A might say, quedamos en vernos a las 5, pero ahora son las 6. Somebody's late, in your opinion. In my opinion, you are late, right? So donde te quedas? So this is actually I'm kind of mixing up the use of quedar, but it's okay because you can do that. So persona B says, bueno, lo siento, me quedé en la oficina. So I stayed. That's use number 5, 5. Me voy al restaurante ahora mismo. No quedamos en nada, ¿verdad? So we didn't agree on anything. So quedar in the second part here, quedamos, is because we agreed or we did not agree on that thing. So to recap, quedar has tons of uses. So again, it's all right here. It can be used to fit. It can be used, how does it look on me? How does it fit me? Clothing item, etc. As a result of something, like the soup turned out good. So me te quedó. It seemed, or me quedó. It seemed muy bien, or salada, un poco salada la sopa, and a little bit salty, or who knows what. Where something is, the distance of it in relationship to something else. Leftover type of thing, or remaining, and also to stay or remain at a place. That's the reflexive construct. And then to be in agreement. Those are the uses of quedar in Espanol. So it's all about context. If you have any questions about this, please let anyone in the World Languages Department know. We will be happy to help you. Thanks so much.